Without objection, so ordered. The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I join those members of Congress who are concerned about the rapid growth of deficit spending by the federal government, lots of spending with little job growth. For that reason, I rise today to express my concern that the administration budget attempts to cancel a project that will literally cost the taxpayers more to cancel than it will to complete. On July 7th, the New York Times reported on the Ozark Powerhouse Rehabilitation Project. According to the Times, quote, shutting down the Ozark Jeta project won't save taxpayers a dime, since the government would pay a $12 million cancellation fee and reimburse utility ratepayers for their $20 million share. Bottom line, federal taxpayers would spend $32 million to kill the project, $4 million more than it would cost to complete it. And I end quote. I think it's important for the record to contain some background information on the Ozark Powerhouse Rehabilitation Project, so let's take a moment to do that. The Corps of Engineers is in the middle of a major rehabilitation of the Ozark Jeta Taylor Powerhouse on the Arkansas River. Construction is underway. This project involves turbine redesign and replacement that will improve and allow the continued operation of this 100-megawatt hydropower facility. The electricity produced at the Ozark Powerhouse is sold to customers in Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas. As the Times article noted, electricity customers have already invested $20 million through their utilities in this project. Neither the President's fiscal year 2010 budget request nor the initial announcements of stimulus funding for the Corps contain any funding for this project. My hope is that the administration will now work with the Congress to do the right thing and ensure that funding is provided to complete this project. If the project is not funded in 2010, work would be closed out on the project as fiscal year 09 funds are exhausted. If that happens, what will we have? We will have one turbine unit disassembled and inoperative. We will have another inoperative unit due to a cracked shaft. We will have 3 units that are available only on a day-to-day basis due to frequent outages caused by problems with old turbine runners. We will have 5 new units that have already been purchased and may be left sitting uninstalled and on site with no place to store them. Most regrettably, the taxpayers will have an additional $32 million bill on top of the money they have already spent on an incomplete project. If this project is cut, how can we say we want to reduce our dependence on foreign fuels, on fossil fuels, and cut emissions? If this project is cut, how can we say we want to encourage renewable energy? If this project is cut, how can we say we will avoid wasting the taxpayers' money? In fact, because the electricity produced by this federal project will be sold, once the rehabilitation is complete, every taxpayer's invested dollar will be returned to the Treasury plus interest. At this point, how could we even consider not completing the work? I encourage the President to make an honest effort to reduce federal spending, and we can start by completing this project rather than canceling. During the presidential campaign, then Senator Obama talked about the importance of using a scalpel, not a hatchet, when cutting spending. A quick look at the facts shows that this project was thoughtlessly cut, the kind of cut that is made with a hatchet. We have all seen crazy decisions made by both Republicans and Democrats in the White House, so I'm not trying to be partisan, expressing my concern about the way this project has been handled. Instead, I believe this cut illustrates that the government too often makes poor decisions and mishandles taxpayers' dollars. It just doesn't make any sense to cancel a project in the middle of construction when it will cost more to cancel the project than it would to finish it. Again, my hope is that the administration now will work with Congress to do the right thing and ensure that funding is provided to complete this project. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back.